Hi, it's Mr. Buttons again. Hey, today I just wanted to go over RV electrical systems and campground power. Most campgrounds have a pedestal where you'll have a 50 amp, a 30 amp, and a 20 amp services. When you go to plug into them, if you have the option, turn the breaker off and then plug into it. Then turn your power on. It just helps to keep arcing across the prongs as he's trying to put the power in. And let's get started right at the beginning. All right, and by the beginning I mean right here where you plug in. This could save you some problems in the future. That's a 30 amp plug, and you'll notice they're fairly shiny, and that's because I take sandpaper and sand them once in a while. What happens is people never clean them up and they get patinaed, and it's pretty nasty, which causes a higher current to come through them. So the one thing I wanted to show you on the battery, in the box here, I actually went ahead and installed a battery cutout switch. So when I leave for the day, when I do, I can turn that off and there is no power coming from that battery going inside the unit. Just makes me feel a little bit better knowing that nothing's going to burn down while I'm gone. So with the higher current going through them, it produces a lot of heat and very quickly ruins the breaker. And also because of that heat right at the outlet, it'll start melting, actually melting the outlet on the inside. So keeping those prongs clean will save you a lot of problems, and the RV park a lot of problems as well. Now let's take a look where the power comes in. So the power comes in and goes to the converter. This is a switch-in mode converter. So what it does, we have a house battery out on the tongue of the camper. And this has two systems. The 120 system, we have the breakers, and the fuses for the 12 volt system, because this produces the 12 volt, which runs the lights, and the propane heater, the built-in propane heater. So if you have a problem with your 120, it's going to definitely be these. If it's a 12 volt system, it's going to be your fuses. And definitely try to keep some of the dust out of here. This needs to be blown out, as that cools off the unit. Now the 120 system goes first right there to that GFCI, and then the other three outlets in here work from that one back. So if you're ever in the camper, and even if it's in the kitchen and the outlets aren't working, you got to find the GFCI. You might have only one for the camper. Quite often, the larger ones, there'll be two. But I've gone in where people have lost their power to their outlets, and you go in the bathroom, and the GFCI in the bathroom runs all the outlets in the camper. So take a look at that if you lose power to your outlets. Now the 12 volt system runs the overhead lights, and you can't really see it with the propane heater. So all I need is my battery for the propane heater and the lights. Yeah, so the 120 I only get if I'm plugged in. It does not act as an inverter to run the outlets. So that is the basic system for a small RV, and it actually carries over to even 50 amp services. The 50 amp has two legs instead of the one, so you have two 120 power coming into that one outlet. So, all right, hope it was helpful. Thank you.